Right. Now what is this right? Related to the first sentence. First sentence is, nothing is an offense which is done in the exercise of the right of private defense. This right. What is this right? Exactly. Right to private defense. So link up the sentences. So first proposition is that nothing that is done in the right to private defense is legally wrong. Right? That's what they're saying. Nothing is an offense. So it's not an offense if you do something which is an act of private defense. Now this right of self-defense, this right of private defense, can also extend to lawfully causing the death of the assailant. Assailant means somebody who assails you. Assail means attack you. Assailant is basically an attacker. This right also extends to causing the death of the assailant if the offense which occasions the exercise of the right. Now be very, very careful here. This is a tricky bit, so to logically think it through. If the offense of whom? Offense of whom? Of the assailant, correct. If the offense which occasions the exercise of the right of defense, that means, what does it mean? It leads to your self-defense, right? Because of the assailant's offense, the occasion arises for you to trigger your right to self-defense. Following? So which occasions the right of private defense be an assault which reasonably causes the apprehension of death or grievous hurt. Now if I go to Saurav and I say, क्या रे? क्या बे? क्या कर रहा है? क्यों देख रहा है? And Saurav then take चाकू मार दिया मेरे को. Is that, when I ask him this, क्या बे? I look at it. Does that mean that I'm assaulting him and that assault reasonably causes the apprehension of death or grievous hurt? Huh? What if I go up to him and I say, huh? What about this? What about this? Slight push. Does it? No. Again, no. What if I go to him? What about this? I pull out a knife, I put it to his. He has reasonable cause. He has reasonable cause? Correct. Right? Because any reasonable person would think that I can die. Because he's got a knife. So that's the first principle. An assault which reasonably causes the apprehension of death or grievous hurt. Second, an assault which causes reasonable apprehension of rape. An assault which causes a reasonable apprehension of rape. You can kill there also. Because rape is considered as a very grievous offense under the Indian Penal Code. So if you think you're going to be raped, you can kill. That's what it says in your private defense. Again, if I go to Saurav and I say, kya bhai? Hey, chikne. Huh? Okay, we'll leave that there. the slightly murky. An assault which causes reasonable apprehension of kidnapping. Kidnapping. So if you think that somebody is going to kidnap you, what does kidnapping mean? Capture and without the permission and take them against their will. So if kidnapping also can lead you to, can give you the right to a self-defense, which will extend to killing. Your right to self-defense extend to killing. So the simple point that I'm trying to make before you is break down each of these questions into propositions. Proposition number 1, you have a right to self-defense. That's a basic proposition. You have a right to self-defense. Anything committed in the act of self-defense is okay. It is not an offense. What the Indian Penal Code says is, every offense is punishable. So if you commit an offense, you can be punished. But if you do something in self-defense, it is not an offense. Therefore not punishable. This self-defense can also extend to even killing. In 3 circumstances. List down the 3. You've broken it down? Now you can answer any question. Now, then they give you a factual situation. Apply these principles. Once you've broken down this thing, read the facts, apply it. Very simple. Logical. Analysis. You have to break it down, be mathematical about it. Just be precise. Tuck, tuck, tuck. Proposition 1, proposition 2, proposition 3. And these are the, this is the facts. Apply the proposition to the facts. Like I told you, I gave you a fact situation with Saurav and me. I showed you all, I took you through all those facts. You just apply it. That's all you need to do as a lawyer, application. Logical reasoning questions also same thing. You have to break it down.